Have you ever looked at someone who seems to defy age, full of energy and spark, well into their 80s or 90s, and thought, they must have amazing genes? It's a common belief, isn't it? We often resign ourselves to the idea that our health destiny is predetermined. That if longevity isn't in our family tree, then it's simply not for us. We see the aches, the memory lapses, the fatigue creeping in for so many of us as we get older, and we think it's just an inevitable part of the journey. But what if I told you that this widely held belief is often profoundly mistaken? What if the true secrets to a long, vibrant life, one where you're not just surviving but thriving past 100, are far simpler and more accessible than you could ever imagine, and they have very little to do with the DNA you inherited? In this video, we're going to uncover the astonishing, yet surprisingly simple, daily habits, ways of eating, and ways of living adopted by people around the world who consistently reach a century and beyond with their minds sharp, their bodies active, and their spirits bright. We'll explore how they stay energized, maintain their memory, support their digestion, and even build resilience, not by chasing expensive supplements or extreme diets, but through everyday choices. So, get ready to rethink everything you thought you knew about aging, because you're about to discover a powerful roadmap to a longer, healthier, happier you. Make sure you watch right to the very end, because I have something truly surprising for you that could change your perspective on living a long, fulfilling life. So, where do we begin our journey into these secrets? Well, let's start by challenging one of the biggest misconceptions about staying active as we age. Many of us believe that to be healthy and live long, we need to be hitting the gym hard, lifting weights, or running marathons. But the truth, as revealed by centenarians from all corners of the globe, is far more gentle and far more integrated into daily life. Their first secret, and one of the most powerful, is simply constant, natural movement. This isn't about strenuous exercise. It's about incorporating movement into every fiber of your daily existence. Think about walking everywhere, tending to a garden, or doing household chores by hand rather than relying on machines. The idea is to move often, not necessarily intensely. Consider the inhabitants of the blue zones, those remarkable places where people live exceptionally long, healthy lives. They don't typically go to gyms. Instead, they walk to the market, tend their gardens, and often don't use many modern conveniences that eliminate physical effort. Their bodies are accustomed to gentle, ongoing activity, which keeps joints supple, muscles engaged, and circulation flowing effortlessly. This constant, low-level physical activity is a cornerstone of their longevity. It effectively prevents the sedentary lifestyle that we often unwittingly slip into. A lifestyle that can silently wreak havoc on our metabolic health, our cardiovascular system, and even our precious cognitive function. Our ancestors didn't have gyms. They simply moved because life demanded it. We've engineered movement out of so many aspects of our lives, and now, we're beginning to experience the consequences. So, what can you do? It's much simpler than you might think. Start by parking a little further away from the shop entrance. Choose the stairs over the elevator whenever possible. Instead of sitting during a phone call, try walking around your house or garden. Integrate light gardening into your routine, or actively do household chores yourself rather than outsourcing them. Make it a point to stand up and stretch every 30 to 60 minutes if you have a desk job, or find yourself sitting for extended periods. Take short, brisk walks throughout the day, even if it's just around your living room. Dance to your favorite music. It's a fantastic way to move joyfully. Think about how you can integrate movement into your hobbies. Perhaps instead of just sitting to read, you can walk around your garden while listening to an audiobook. It's about finding joy in movement, not turning it into a dreaded chore. This approach improves circulation, helps maintain crucial muscle mass, which is absolutely vital for preventing falls, supports bone density, naturally boosts your mood, aids digestion, and keeps your joints wonderfully lubricated. It's not primarily about burning calories as much as it is about keeping your body a well-oiled machine. This gentle, consistent movement is far less jarring on the body than sporadic, intense workouts. Making it a sustainable practice for decades, it helps maintain balance, flexibility, and overall functional fitness, allowing people to remain independent and self-sufficient deep into old age. This isn't about being an athlete, it's about simply being human, designed to move. Now, while movement keeps the engine running smoothly, what we put into that engine is just as vital. And this brings us to the second profound secret of people who live to 100, their incredible emphasis on plant-powered, whole food nutrition. Their diets are overwhelmingly plant-based. Legumes, that's beans, lentils, chickpeas, along with whole grains, an abundance of fresh vegetables, and delicious fruits, form the absolute cornerstone of their meals. Meat is consumed sparingly, almost as a condiment or a side dish, rather than being the main event. And processed foods, sugary drinks, and artificial ingredients are virtually non-existent in their traditional diets. Imagine the traditional Mediterranean diet, but even more focused on the incredible power of plants. Think hearty bean stews simmered slowly, vibrant, fresh garden salads bursting with color, nourishing whole grain bread, and plenty of healthy fats like olive oil. They eat what's local, seasonal, and fresh. Respecting the rhythms of nature, they don't count calories or meticulously track macros. They eat real, wholesome food until they're about 80% full, a practice famously known as hara hachi bu in Okinawa. This thoughtful approach naturally leads to a diet incredibly rich in fiber, powerful antioxidants, essential vitamins, and vital minerals, all of which are profoundly protective against chronic diseases like heart disease, type 2 diabetes, and even some cancers. So, how can you adopt this aim for 5 to 7 servings of a wide variety of colorful vegetables and fruits every single day? Incorporate beans and lentils into your meals a few times a week. Think delicious soups, hearty stews, or even adding them to salads. Choose whole grains over refined ones whenever possible. Oats for breakfast, brown rice with dinner, and whole wheat bread for your sandwiches. Consider reducing your meat consumption, perhaps designating a few days a week as meatless, or focusing on smaller portions when you do eat it. The simplest and most effective way to integrate this is to cook more at home from scratch, allowing you to control the quality of your ingredients. Prioritize colorful produce, as each color often indicates a different set of beneficial nutrients. And remember, hydration is key. Water, water, not sugary drinks. This dietary pattern provides sustained energy throughout the day, preventing those uncomfortable energy crashes often associated with processed foods. It also feeds the beneficial bacteria in our gut, which are increasingly understood to play a truly crucial role in overall health, influencing everything from our immunity to our mental well-being. It's about nourishing the body at a deep cellular level, providing it with the precise building blocks it needs for repair, resilience, and optimal function. It's not about deprivation, but rather an abundance of natural, life-giving foods that truly sustain you. These first two habits, consistent natural movement and a deeply rooted plant-powered diet, lay a powerful foundation for exceptional longevity. But the human experience is so much more than just physical health. Our minds and spirits play an equally crucial role. And that brings us to the next profound secret, one that resonates deeply within the soul, which we'll explore next. Having discussed the foundational elements of movement and nourishment, let's delve into what truly fuels the spirit and sharpens the mind, allowing people to live with vitality and purpose well into their golden years. This leads us to our next secret, cultivating a strong sense of purpose. People who consistently live to 100 often have a very clear reason to get up in the morning. This isn't necessarily a grand, world-changing purpose, but often something as simple as lovingly caring for grandchildren, diligently tending a garden, actively contributing to their local community, or wholeheartedly pursuing a beloved craft. This reason why provides profound meaning, structure, and a deep sense of belonging. It effectively combats the feeling of aimlessness or irrelevance that can sometimes set in during retirement years, keeping their minds active and their spirits profoundly engaged, fostering a wonderfully positive outlook and significantly reducing feelings of isolation or depression. When you have a genuine purpose, you're looking forward with anticipation, not backward with regret. Take, for instance, the concept of ikigai from Okinawa, Japan, which translates loosely to a reason for being. It's all about finding joy and fulfillment in the simple, everyday acts of life. For some, their ikigai might be helping out at the local community center. For others, it's perfecting a traditional craft passed down through generations, or simply being the beloved family storyteller, passing on wisdom and laughter. This continuous engagement keeps their minds wonderfully active and their spirits deeply engaged. This feeling of being needed and having something meaningful to work towards provides incredible mental and emotional resilience. It's the exact opposite of merely waiting for time to pass. It's about actively and joyfully participating in life. So, how can you discover or rekindle your own purpose? Start by reflecting on what truly excites you. What makes you feel truly alive and genuinely useful? Consider volunteering for a cause you deeply care about, one that aligns with your values. Perhaps learn a new skill or a new language, stimulating your brain in fresh ways. Consider mentoring someone younger, sharing your invaluable life experiences and wisdom. Dedicate consistent time to a hobby or passion project that brings you immense joy and satisfaction. Even taking on a small, regular responsibility, like walking a neighbor's dog or organizing a casual community gathering, can make a huge difference. It's about finding small, meaningful ways to contribute and stay mentally stimulated. Studies have even shown a significant correlation between having a strong sense of purpose and a lower risk of mortality, underscoring its profound impact on your overall well-being. Hand in hand with purpose comes the profound importance of human connection. The next secret to a long life is deeply rooted in the strength of our relationships and our intrinsic sense of belonging to a vibrant community. Longevity hotspots around the world consistently show that people are deeply connected to their families, their cherished friends, and their wider communities. They do not live in isolation. They cultivate strong, enduring support networks, engage in regular social interactions, and often embrace multi-generational living, where different age groups live and interact closely. This isn't merely about avoiding loneliness. It's about active engagement, mutual support, and genuinely sharing life's joys and navigating its challenges together. In Sardinia, Italy, for example, it's incredibly common for families to live together or in very close proximity, providing a constant flow of interaction and unwavering support. Daily rituals frequently involve social gatherings, whether it's sharing a delicious meal, attending church together, or simply visiting neighbors for a chat. These strong, interwoven social bonds provide essential emotional support, significantly reduce stress, and can even subtly encourage healthier behaviors because you're part of a shared healthy environment. When you feel genuinely loved and supported, your body naturally releases fewer stress hormones and more of those wonderful feel-good chemicals, which has a direct and incredibly positive impact on your physical health. To strengthen your own social bonds, prioritize spending quality time with your family and closest friends. Join clubs or groups that are based on your genuine interests, perhaps a book club, a walking group, or a volunteer organization. Make an effort to attend community events, even if you're just observing at first. Reach out to your neighbors, perhaps with a friendly wave or a quick chat. Practice active listening and empathy in your interactions, making people feel truly heard and valued. Remember, even a few strong, supportive relationships can make a colossal difference. It's about the quality of connection, not just the quantity of acquaintances. Consider volunteering for causes you believe in or participating in intergenerational activities, bridging age gaps and sharing experiences. Make a conscious effort to connect face-to-face whenever possible, rather than relying solely on digital screens. Social isolation and chronic loneliness are increasingly recognized as significant health risks, comparable in their impact to smoking or obesity. Conversely, robust social ties are consistently associated with lower rates of heart disease, stroke, depression, and cognitive decline. It's a powerful antidote to the pressures of modern life, providing a strong buffer against adversity and a constant, beautiful source of joy. Now, in our incredibly fast-paced modern world, one of the biggest silent killers is chronic stress. And that brings us to our fifth crucial secret, the ability to downshift and effectively manage stress. While people in these long-lived communities certainly face challenges and difficult times, just like anyone else, they have deeply ingrained routines and practices that allow them to effectively shed stress regularly. This isn't about somehow avoiding stress altogether, which is simply impossible. It's about having natural, built-in mechanisms to cope with it and release its grip. For some, it's a daily afternoon nap, a brief siesta that resets the body and mind. For others, it's consistent prayer or quiet meditation, finding inner peace, or even something as simple and pleasurable as enjoying a glass of wine with cherished friends at the end of the day, fostering relaxation and connection. In Nicoya, Costa Rica, for instance, a common practice is a daily siesta, a brief afternoon nap that allows the body and mind to truly reset and recharge. In Loma Linda, California, a community with a remarkably high concentration of centenarians, regular church attendance and the observance of the Sabbath provide a dedicated weekly period of essential rest, quiet reflection, and community connection. These practices are incredibly effective in helping to lower harmful cortisol levels, significantly reduce inflammation throughout the body, and profoundly improve overall mental well-being. They understand intrinsically that constant rushing, worry, and anxiety silently erode health over time, speeding up the aging process. So, how can you downshift schedule regular me time specifically for relaxation and quiet contemplation? Practice deep breathing exercises or a simple guided meditation for just a few minutes daily. There are many free apps and videos that can help with this. Spend intentional time in nature, a peaceful walk in the park, hands-on gardening, or simply sitting outdoors and soaking in the sights and sounds. Engage in hobbies that genuinely calm and soothe you, like reading, knitting, listening to calming music, or painting. Prioritize getting truly adequate, restorative sleep every night. Consider a short afternoon nap if your schedule and energy levels allow for it. Learn the powerful art of saying no to commitments that overextend you and drain your energy. And consciously disconnect from screens and the constant barrage of news for specific periods of the day, allowing your mind to rest. Find simple, consistent rituals that genuinely help you unwind and de-stress, making them a non-negotiable part of your day. These practices are shown to lower blood pressure, improve the quality of your sleep, significantly boost your immune function, enhance your mood, and critically, protect against cognitive decline. Chronic stress can accelerate aging at a cellular level, leading to a host of physical and mental health problems. By proactively and consistently managing stress, these centenarians safeguard their bodies and minds, preserving their vitality for decades longer. It's not about living a life free of stress, which, as we know, is impossible, but about having effective, built-in strategies to release it, preventing it from building up and causing insidious harm. These 5 habits: integrating natural movement, embracing a plant-powered diet, finding deep purpose, nurturing strong social bonds, and mastering stress management, are truly the bedrock of exceptional longevity. They weave together to create a tapestry of health and well-being that goes far beyond what any single gene could provide. And as we move into our final thoughts, we'll gently bring all these threads together, offering you a powerful perspective on how to integrate these secrets into your own amazing life. And don't forget that surprising revelation I promised you. So, as we've journeyed through the lives of people who thrive past 100, it becomes abundantly clear that their extraordinary longevity isn't some genetic lottery win. It's a beautifully simple, yet profoundly powerful, tapestry woven from everyday choices. We've seen how integrating natural, consistent movement into every part of their day keeps their bodies nimble and strong, transforming daily tasks into opportunities for health rather than dreaded chores. We've explored the nourishing power of a plant-rich diet. How simple, whole foods, eaten until just satisfied, fuel every single cell and protect against illness from the inside out. We've discovered the invigorating force of having a strong purpose, that reason to wake up, that keeps the mind sharp and the spirit vibrant, giving profound meaning to every passing year. We've also understood the immeasurable value of deep social connections, how a loving community and strong family bonds act as a powerful buffer against stress and a constant source of joy and unwavering support. And finally, we've learned the ancient art of downshifting, of actively managing stress through simple rituals and essential rest, allowing the body and mind to repair and rejuvenate rather than constantly being on edge and drained. What's truly empowering about these profound insights is that they are not radical, expensive, or completely out of reach. They are fundamental, time-tested principles that anyone, at any age, can begin to weave into their own life. Starting today, you don't need a gym membership or a private nutritionist or a special prescription for any of this. You just need intention and a willingness to make small, consistent shifts. Remember, every little step you take towards more natural movement, more real food on your plate, more genuine connection, more clarity of purpose, and more inner peace is a giant leap towards a longer, more joyful, and more fulfilling life. These aren't quick fixes, but rather profound lifestyle choices that accumulate over time to create extraordinary health and vitality. It's about building a life that inherently supports longevity, naturally and effortlessly, over decades. It's about designing your daily existence in a way that fosters well-being without you even having to think about it. And now, for that surprising revelation I promised you at the very beginning. You might have thought the ultimate secret to reaching 100 was about finding a single, magic bullet, a brand new superfood, a particular obscure exercise, or some undiscovered miracle vitamin. But the truly surprising truth is this: there is no single secret. The real secret is the powerful synergy of these seemingly simple habits. It's not just moving more, or solely eating plants, or exclusively having a purpose, or only connecting with others, or merely managing stress in isolation. It's the powerful, compounding effect when you harmoniously integrate all of these elements into your life. It's the beautiful way they reinforce each other, creating a holistic environment where your body, your mind, and your spirit can truly flourish and reach their full potential. It's the understanding that life is an intricate ecosystem, and when you nurture all its interconnected parts, the whole becomes far greater and more resilient than the sum of its individual components. It's about designing a life that's inherently conducive to longevity and profound well-being, rather than constantly fighting against the pressures and unhealthy norms of modern life. It's about listening to the ancient wisdom deeply embedded in our biology and in the natural world that surrounds us. This holistic approach, this seamless integration of mind, body, and spirit is the true, surprising key that unlocks the door to a century of vibrant living. It means you don't have to be perfect at any one thing, just consistent and mindful across many things. And that, my dear friends, is incredibly liberating and empowering. I'm so curious to hear from you. Which of these powerful secrets resonated most deeply with you? Or perhaps you've already incorporated some of these very habits into your own life and seen wonderful results. Share your thoughts, your experiences, and your own tips for living a long, vibrant life in the comments below. Your insights and wisdom could truly inspire someone else on their longevity journey if you found this video helpful. If it sparked something new and exciting in you, please give it a thumbs up. It genuinely helps us reach more people who can benefit from this timeless wisdom. And if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more empowering content designed to help you live your very best life at every age. Remember, the journey to a long, joyful, and healthy life is a continuous one, filled with discovery and incredible growth. Every single day is a fresh opportunity to make choices that truly serve your highest well-being. So embrace these ancient secrets. Trust in your body's incredible capacity to heal and thrive. And step forward with confidence, unwavering vitality, and boundless joy. Live your best life every single day. You deserve nothing less.